You might be feeling nervous. You might be thinking you can't do it. You may feel like it is a huge purchase. It is, but you gotta just do it. I'm able to sit here and give you these tips because I just went for it and I bought a 3-family. I was in New York City making $48,000 a year. Even though it was scary, even though I was nervous, even though it took me months and months of research before I actually pulled the trigger, I just did it. And initially it seemed like it wasn't possible, but I'm still here 11 years later and I still have the buildings. So you can do it too. You don't need to read another book. You don't need to watch another YouTube video. You don't need to listen to another podcast. You have what you need to go talk to a lender, look at houses, and go buy your house hack. Tip number 2, skip the single family and go ahead and get the multi-family house. Yes, I know it's going to cost you more money, but if you do the math and take how much you're paying for the building divided by the number of units, you probably are getting a better deal by getting a 2, 3, or 4 family as opposed to getting a single family house. And also, when you buy a 2, 3, or 4 family house, the bank is going to use your future income from your tenants to help you to qualify for this mortgage, which means that if you don't have a ton of money, you can get a mortgage amount that you wouldn't have qualified for if you're getting just a single family house. So get the multifamily. Tip number 3, just skip the duplex. It's going to feel more comfortable to get a 2-family as opposed to a 3 or 4 because it's going to feel like a 2 is more manageable than a 3 or 4 in terms of finding the house, in terms of qualifying for a mortgage, in terms of doing the yard work. It is the same amount of work for a 2-family house compared to a 3 or a 4. But if you do a 3 or 4, you are getting more income coming in, which means that you are just diversifying your income automatically from just that one building. So if you only have one tenant, if that tenant stops paying, you are going to be scrambling. Whereas if you have a 3 or a 4 family house, you have multiple tenants and the chances of them all not paying at the same time are pretty low. So you are essentially padding up your business to make sure that you're not relying on one customer, but you have multiple customers. So skip the duplex, go ahead and buy a 3 or a 4 family. You can't buy anything beyond that because if you are buying and you are living in the house, the max you can get is a 4 family house while also using regular loans that you could use for a single family house. Because you are buying this house on your own, you want to make sure that you do your math right and you don't end up getting a mortgage that is going to be taxing on your budget, right? You don't have a husband to help you out to pay this if you can't pay it. So you got to make sure that your numbers are on point. You don't have to do any complicated formulas because by you not paying rent and by you not paying a mortgage, you are already winning. But you do want to do some math to make sure that the mortgage and the building expenses are going to be covered and that you are not overspending. If you're not sure how to do this, I'm hosting a workshop that will walk you through exactly how to do that. So make sure you check out the comments in the description for the link on how to save your seat. No matter how beautiful the house looks during the day, no matter how beautiful the pictures look on Zillow or Realtor or Trulia, make sure you go to this building and drive around at night. Not just around the building, but around the block, around the area, because you would be surprised how different places are at night. And if you're going to be living in this place by yourself, you want to make sure that when you're going home at night, you're not going to be feeling uncomfortable as you are walking into your own house. Practice doing landlord things even though you're not a landlord yet. What do I mean by that? If you need your wall painted, don't pay for someone to do it. Do it yourself so you can practice and see what that looks like because you probably will want to do that when you're a landlord. If your toilet is blocked, don't call your landlord, just get a plunger and plunge it yourself. Don't call your landlord to change your lights, do it yourself. Go ahead and change your doorknob on your own. Doing little things like that will help you to feel more comfortable buying your own place so it doesn't feel like you don't know how to do anything at all. So start practicing with where you are right now. YouTube is your best friend. Thanks to YouTube University, I have fixed a whole dryer that had stopped working. I have fixed a plumbing issue. I was pretty close to fixing a water heater, but then I got stuck and my plumber told me that I actually was fixing the right thing. I just had the wrong size part. But I started by doing small things in the apartment that I was renting. So in my building that I own, I am more comfortable doing those small things as well. Be prepared for people to say things like, is the homeowner here? Or is your husband here? Or, let me know when your husband comes back so I can give you the quote. That's going to happen. And you got to develop a thick skin and you also got to decide what works or doesn't work for you. If I am getting quotes from a contractor and there's any kind of inkling of you trying to scare me because you think I don't know or over exaggerating a problem, I won't work with you because I don't want to work with somebody that thinks that they can one-up me just because I'm a girl. We're not doing that. Set expectations with your tenants, set expectations with your neighbors. Just make sure you don't let people disrespect you, because they are going to try to, because you are living alone and you are a woman. It is just the way that the world is. If you think you don't make enough money to buy a multifamily and to house hack it, make sure you watch this video right here where I go over the story from start to finish of how I was able to buy a triplex in New York City while I was making $48,000 a year. See you there.